What's up, y'all? Today I'm going to teach you how to do a Vulcan. The tricks that you're gonna wanna know how to do already are basically just an S-bend. A crypt would also be helpful. I do have tutorials for both of these tricks on my channel, so if y'all wanna go check that out, make sure you do. But yeah, those are mainly the only tricks you're gonna need to know how to do. The approach for this trick is basically like every single Rayleigh variation trick that I do on this channel so far. So yeah, basically, you're just going to edge to the inside right after the corner. You're gonna coast for a second, let that rope get nice and tight, and do a nice progressive edge towards the outside of the cable. You can do like a medium hardish edge for this trick, and that should be perfect. Now that you're all set up edging towards the outside of the cable, make sure you start thinking about your scoop just as you're coming underneath the cable. You're gonna want to do the scoop just towards the outside of the cable. You don't wanna go too wide or you may lose a little bit of pop, but yeah, wherever you kind of have the most speed towards the outside of the cable, that's where you're gonna scoop, and that's probably the best spot. When scooping for this trick, it's going to be exactly like the S-bend. You're going to do the same exact scoop. You're going to take that front foot, do that reverse Nike check motion, let it drift out in front of you, and follow with your rear. Then you're going to take your head and look under your rear armpit to initiate that S-bend rotation. So now that your S-bend rotation has been initiated by looking under your rear armpit, you're going to need to stop it about halfway to 3/4 of the way through to do the Vulcan. So you will initiate that S-bend and start rotating around. 3/4 of the way through, you can let go of your rear hand and you can start spotting the water right here and pulling this handle with your rear hand down to your rear hip. And after you have spotted your landing, make sure you get over your toes, bend your knees on impact, and just ride away. For this trick, it's really important to have your S-bend awareness really down. So you want to be able to do an S-bend every single time without even having to think about it, because if you have that air awareness, it'll be really easy to figure out kind of when to open up and slow yourself down. If you don't have that air awareness, you might sort of get stuck upside down and fall down on your back or something. It'll be kind of a brutal crash. But yeah, if you have that S-bend awareness, you'll be able to open up at the right time and it'll be really easy to ride away. I'm gonna give y'all a quick little summary of the entire trick of the Vulcan. You're just going to go to the inside of the cable right after the corner. You're gonna flatten off and coast for a second and start taking a progressive edge towards the outside of the cable. It's gonna be a medium hardish edge. After you have gone underneath the cable, you want to start thinking about your scoop. You're going to want to do it just to the outside of the cable. You don't want to go too wide or you may lose a little bit of pop. And that's when you're going to do the scoop, the reverse Nike check motion. You are going to start looking underneath your rear armpit after your scoop to initiate that S-bend rotation. About 3/4 of the way through the S-bend, you're going to want to let go of your front hand, which would now be your rear hand, and you're going to take your other hand and start pulling it to your rear hip so you can right away switch. You'll just spot your landing, bend your knees on impact, and ride away. If you do grab this trick like I did in the video, it's actually called a bee sting instead of a Vulcan. Make sure you don't grab like I did though, because I kind of grabbed on my boot instead of in between my bindings, so it wasn't really a legit grab. But yeah, that's how you do a Vulcan. If y'all want to learn any more tricks, make sure you comment below on what tricks you guys want to learn, and I'll make sure I try and get that done for you. Also, give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and make sure you guys subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace!